With us now, Congressman, also Dr. Bera of California. It's good to see you, sir, as always. Thank you. What are Democrats going to now be against that Trump has taken Medicaid cuts off the table?
Look, if there are no Medicaid cuts, then we're not against that. We want to protect Medicaid. We want to protect health care. What I've seen in the bill is that a lot of Americans are going to lose health care coverage, but we'll see what the final bill shows. Again,
do you worry that Trump is putting you in a position where if you go back to the list of things, and I say this respectfully, child tax credit, bonus to American seniors, eliminate taxes on tips, overtime, car loan interest payments, that he's putting Democrats in a position of being against something that is overwhelmingly popular?
No, because we're for child tax credits. Great. We're for making sure seniors with their Social Security payments get a little bit more. We're for keeping people's health care. Again, I don't believe that's what this final bill is going to show. And I think a lot of people are going to lose their Medicaid coverage. I think a lot of folks will lose coverage, and folks like Elon Musk are going to get a tax break. So we'll see how this plays out.
The folks like Elon Musk getting a tax break is just one step away from what we have seemed to think is the new talking point about this bill that seems to be a thread. Take a listen.
This is an incredibly huge wealth transfer from working families to the very wealthiest Americans.
One big, beautiful bill that's really full of ugly details.
The big Republican bill for billionaires.
This is a big, bad bill that benefits billionaires.
I applaud you for coming up with a slightly different version of the talking point, but the reason Trump was elected a second time was because Americans felt they did better off financially, working class Americans, better off financially under a Trump administration than during the time of Joe Biden. How do Democrats say to those voters, hey, forget your past experiences, you need to trust us that what Trump is doing is bad for you this time when it was good for you last time?
I mean, look, if nobody loses their health care coverage, if drug prices come down, if grocery prices come down, I think we're going to have a elections 2026.
Yeah, but would you, if nobody loses their health care in this new bill, are you telling me that you'd vote for it?
Well, I believe people are going to lose their health care, so I'm going to vote against it. I believe that they're going to take health care coverage away from hundreds of thousands of folks. If that doesn't happen, then yeah, I think we're going to have a problem in the next election. But I don't think that's what this bill does. I think lots of people are going to lose their health care coverage.
Okay.
We'll see.
Part of this issue right now for Democrats, I think, is a credibility issue of the American people believing Democrats about what is going to happen. And I think there's a problem here, because even you, who I've always known to be a fair broker, after the Joe Biden debate, you're a doctor, and this is what you had to say about Joe Biden. Take a listen.
Look, obviously Thursday night was not a good night. That was not a good debate performance. And you know, the president's had a remarkable 3.5-year run. I think he's accomplished a lot. We've accomplished a lot that's good for the country.
When Democrats are seen as acting in the interests of their party, not in the interests of the country, how do you have to atone for that for the American people to trust Democrats at all?
So I think we passed significant legislation under the Biden administration. Now, did President Biden have health issues? Was he in decline? You know, in hindsight, that's 2020.
In hindsight, we all saw it. Come on.
No, but again, we passed significant legislation. We saw it on television in that debate. Obviously, folks started to come out, but you know, we can't cover that up. We lost that election. That's on us. We've got to go to the American people and say, here's what we would do. If we're against what this big, beautiful bill is, we've got to say, here's how we would make your lives better. That's what we have to do.
But
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.